Step right up and get your props over here.
The black market.
Joining me in the black market, it's Nelson Barros from MonkeyBasic Software, who just happens to be one of the HauntCast subscribers and a HauntCast vendor, who you will receive 20% off if you buy any of the software off of his website, monkeybasic.com. So we highly encourage you to do so. Now, Nelson.
Hey, what's going on, Chris?
Hey, man. All right, so we've got you here to share a couple of cocktails and share some of your knowledge and expertise on 3-axis skull programming and how to make it oh so easy by using your software. First thing I guess we'll start off with is, as we will go down your product line, I want you to explain each one of your software programs and explain what it does and, you know, why people want to buy it. So we'll start off with Virtual Haunt.
All right, Virtual Haunt that's the latest of the trio. Virtual Haunt was set up for home haunters who didn't want to, I shouldn't say home haunters, any haunters who didn't want to have to pull up their skulls whenever they need to program it. So the idea behind Virtual Haunt is it will virtualize your 3-axis skulls on the PC. So live right on your screen. You can have up to 6 skulls, and how it works is it'll actually connect to VSA, and it basically will mimic your servo controller. So rather than having to set up your stuff, or you're on a plane, or you're anywhere you want, you can sit there, use VSA or TrackSkull or one of my other programs to program your 3-axis skulls.
Brookshire VSA is required. They do have to have that as an addition to your product, to your software. They can't just do all the programming off of MonkeyBasic. Your MonkeyBasic just takes the VSA to the next level for them.
Pretty much. TrackSkull itself can stand alone. And TrackSkull was set up to be, you can use it to record a 3-axis routine using either a joystick or actually basically a motion detection camera. So it's a 3-axis motion. So you can actually basically wear a special hat with a sensor on the PC that will track your motion. And that you can actually puppet mode right to a servo controller. So you actually don't even need VSA. So if you want to do some live movements, you can use that.
But if you need to record it to be played in Helmsman, then you would need VSA.
Correct. Yeah, VSA is required.
Okay. Now, I have Helmsman and I have TrackSkull, and I tell you, it was a hell of a lot easier. Plus, I went out and I bought a good joystick. I went out and got the one that you recommend. What's the joystick you typically recommend?
It's called the Logitech Extreme 3D Pro, and that gives you, instead of just a regular joystick, you think so back, forward, back, left, right. You can also twist the joystick, in other words, mimicking you sort of rotating your head.
And you could find those online. I think I got a great deal on mine. I think I paid no more than $10 for it.
Yeah, if you want to find Amazon or one of these, I have a link on my site to the one on Amazon. You can get a new for like $25, but if you don't care about that, I think I picked up a used one for like $10.
Yeah, I did as well. Talk about what the Helmsman does.
The Helmsman is basically what started off MonkeyBasic. A lot of people refer to MonkeyBasic as the software itself, but it's now named Helmsman, and this allows you to create VSA basic routines. So think of it as a playlist player for VSA. That's one thing that VSA has always limited, was being able to make playlists. It also has another feature where it allowed you to take in external triggers, so pressure mats, any type of infrared sensors. So if you want to trigger a certain routine when someone steps in the room, you can do that easily. It can also control 8 relays that can switch up to, I think it's 10 amps at 115 volts. So I offer sort of all of its third-party basic boards that I support. So there's a lot of different things, timed events. Along with Helmsman is what I call Helmsman Remote, which is an iPhone app. Basically allows you to do the exact same thing: stop, start, play the routines, change the volume of things right from your iPhone.
That's great. So you can use that as your controller. You can stand off to the side, and you can hit play.
Absolutely.
And fire.
And I've had it where I've been, I've had certain routines, and I'll be out in the haunt. I know the routine's just blaring, so I can just take it, and lower the volume just a little bit, or crank it up, as most people like.
Yeah, so you can adjust the volume, and you can fire the routines off, or you can cycle through the routine and fire off the next one. So
Absolutely.
You can change up the routines, or you can do all this off your iPad, iPhone, or your iPod Touch.
You gotcha.
The year before, actually the previous 2 years, what I would do is my routine ran about a minute long. I figured a minute is even long for a routine because most people won't want to sit there and listen to his whole spiel. Because my routine was a backstory of the haunt. The routine was just looping all night long. Most people, when they walked up there, it wasn't going off. When they were in front of it, it would go off a little early, a little late. So then when I came across your software, I was thinking, this is perfect because now I can fire it off. So I had 25 feet of cord for the push button, and people would walk up, and I'd hit the button. Downside of it is, even though as perfect as that is, people weren't still stopping. They're not stopping to listen to the routine. So now I realize I need to have a gatekeeper who holds people there until the routine is played, and then letting people into the haunt. And then maybe guiding them through and having a few different people be gatekeepers / guides to walk people through, so I can keep a better traffic flow, which I realized I was having issues with last year.
Yeah, I'm always in solution space. I'm an engineer by trade, so it's like you can also control, like I said, you control relay. So if you think of something that you can trigger a relay where it closes, and then after the routine's done, it releases the relay, or it's connected to some sort of physical object, or say something that blocks it.
You can use it,
yeah,
for something other than just a 3-axis skull.
Exactly, yeah. The relay, I use it for lighting. I mean, I turn on certain spotlights before a routine goes on. Things of that nature. Like I said, it's. I picked a board that had just generic, pretty powerful relays, so you can do whatever you want with it.
So you also have the servo converter spreadsheet that's also available to download.
Yeah, this is just a free download. This is something that I was always messing with my server. This is something that I was working with on the side. I have just because of testing with all the products, I have all the different type of servo controllers, Pololo, SSC, Mini 32, and the big problem was I always have to convert my routine from one of these controllers to another. But as some people know, that the numbering scheme doesn't match up. So this is just a free spreadsheet that I put together that lets you pick, okay, my current servo controller is a Pololo. My new one is an SSC 32 compatible one. You plug in numbers, and it converts what the limits are from the old one to the new one. So just something, and then it gives you the equations to put back into VSA, because VSA will let you do the conversion. So it basically tells you how to and what to use for conversion factors in VSA if you want to switch from one controller type to another.
And now you have something special for the minions for August, do you not?
I do, actually. For the month of August, I'm going to be raising the discount up to 30% instead of 20%.
So it's 1 month only, they get a 30% discount?
You got it.
Now, do they need a special discount code for that 30% as well, or can they use the other code and it will, just for the month of August, it will be bumped up to 30%?
They can use the current code.
Okay, guys, so just log into the discounts page under MonkeyBasic. Use that discount code when you go to purchase the product. In August, you get an extra 10% off the 20% you already get. So do the math, people. That's 30%. See, I'm not even that smart, and I knew it was 30%. Hey, and you're also a fellow Massole.
I am a Massole, yep. Born and raised.
Nice. Us Massoles need to stick together. Get each other's back. Nelson, where do they go to buy all your amazing software, to program their 3-axis skulls, to run playlists, to play their playlists off their iPhones and whatnot? Where are they going?
The easiest is to head over to my website, MonkeyBasic.com. I'm also on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Google+, you name it. Look up MonkeyBasic. You'll find me.
You can click on his banner on the HauntCast website. We'll take you right there. All right, Nelson, get back to work because you got to get that droid thing done. I don't have a droid,
Right.
so I don't give a shit about them. But, I got the iPhone one, so I'm happy. But anyway.
There you go.
Later, man.
All right, later.